Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
And this is Stella, ma'am.
The later on Anchulama.
Good evening.
Evening. Is it audible?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. I'm done.
Ma'am, shall we start, ma'am?
Yeah, we can start.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Arnand, sir, we will start now, sir.
Ma'am, sir is not here, ma'am.
Oh,
Arnand, sir. Ma'am, now he is.
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Let's start the program, ma'am.
sir. We will start,
Thank
sir.
you, ma'am. Gauri, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for accepting our invitation, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
It's
you,
my
ma'am.
pleasure to be with the
Thank you,
children.
ma'am. Thank you. We'll start, ma'am. Yeah, students, you can start.
A warm greetings to everyone present here. I'm Mitra, your MC for the day. I heartily welcome you all to the well-being of Day 5th capacity. As a cold is revived by incense, so prayer revives the hopes of the heart. Now, I would like to call upon Priyanka from 3rd BCom A, student coordinator, to lead us in prayer.
To you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this webinar. Help us engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of community. And convince us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish is for the pursuit of truth, for the greater glory of you, and for the service of humanity. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Priyanka, for enlightening with a soulful prayer. It's a welcome gift to encourage others to achieve greatness. Next, I call upon Kavya from 3rd BCom B, class representative, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good evening to everyone gathered here. It is my pleasure to welcome you all for this fifth capacity building program. I welcome our honorable resource person, Dr. Gauri Ramachandran, for her presence. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. I'm happy to welcome you all on behalf of our Director and Secretary, Brother Dr. Naveen Francis, Academy Director Dr. Fatima Vasan, Principal Dr. Arokya Mary Geeta Rufus, Vice Principal Ananda Priya, and our Head of PG and Research Department of Commerce, Mr. Arunan. I welcome all the participants gathered here for this great program. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavya, for the warm welcome. Now, I would call upon Vasha Shri from 3rd BCom C, class representative, to introduce our resource person.
Good evening, all. It is Corporate Finance. Dr. Gauri Ramachandran, Economist and Chartered Wealth Manager, Independent Director in Listed Companies. Chairperson, Women Empowerment Committee, Hindustan Chamber of Commerce. Co-Chairperson, Banking, Finance and Economic Affairs Committee, Hindustan Chamber of Commerce. Founder Chairperson, Ikal Shanshant, Chennai Chapter, NGO engaged in empowering more than villages in education, Shiksha and integrated development. Co-author of 3 books, written more than 600 articles on economics and current affairs in leading newspapers, journals, etc. Academic Council member in prestigious colleges in Chennai. International corporate trainer in contract management, project management, and finance related topics. Visiting faculty in new business schools. Passionate about art and music. Done various types of oil paintings, Kerala mural, etc., and participated in art exhibition. District level player in Tamil Nadu in table tennis. Extempo debater. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invite.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to.
Thank you, Vashashri, for the brief introduction of the resource person. Now, I'm pleased to welcome our resource person, Dr. Gauri Ramchandran, to address the gathering.
Good evening and It's only thing in the online there are some advantages that we'll be able to sit in the comfort of our place and able to address all of you all. And at the same time, we are not seeing a gathering of in the auditorium where we can see everyone and connect to everyone. So that's it. So it's a pleasant evening, and there's a rainy also over here, and that added the spirit to this day's evening program. And it's just all congregation of commerce students now. And see, what I would just say is everybody who comes from engineering background, they'll just say everything is engineering. Your kitchen work is engineering. When you go to the other place, that's an engineering. Without engineering, nothing is there. That's how my uncle, who's a passionate engineer and he has his own firm, so he used to tell. And I have another, my own family member, my husband, he's a co-marketing person. He'll just say, marketing or the front end sold say persons. Afterwards, only when we bring the sales, then comes the rest of the business. So sales is the best. So likewise, each one will cling to their own thing. So, like, yes, everything is an integrated. One cannot function without the other. So, what is the fun in telling that this is better, that is better, this is the only thing which is going to be there? So, I'm not here to tell which is this is good, this is bad, and not to undermine any discipline, because we have to have an integrated cross-functional teams. Even in our budget committee meetings, we used to have a cross-functional team. All department heads will be there in the part to make the budget. So that's how the budget also made. Not only are any firm companies, corporate companies, it is even for the nation. It happens in that way. So all ministries representative will be there. There is a budget committee will be set, and they will be giving all that. In addition to that, in a national level, we Chamber of Commerce people trade body, we will give our recommendation what the industry expects from the policy makers. We are the bridge between the policy makers, the government, and the industry who are making money, giving the income to the nation. So that's how, I'm very proud to be associated with the Hindustan Chamber of Commerce, which is about 77-year-old trade body attached to FICCI, Delhi. So that's fine. So a lot of things we do to see to that the government makes the right policy for the trade and industry, small scale sector, MSME, everybody. So now let's just come to the ground grassroots level. Where are we starting from the college? So there's another thing. Those who all have joined the college, very very privileged people. I just congratulate each one of you who had the mind set to join a full-time college, because that life is something beautiful, amazing, and you will learn a lot. Everybody, from your colleagues, I mean from your co-students, your teachers, your overall from the management, the ambience, the various programs you represent your college, and then go, quite a lot of learning happens in that 3 years. So that's the beautiful thing in the any person's life. So that way I would just appreciate, make the best use of this 3 years. What are you going to be there? Those who are already in a cross that couple of years and who are in the last year or something, very nice of you. You might have enjoyed it, but still, if you're in third year, still more 2 semesters are there. You can make the best use of it. It just, like, we have come to college, faculties are going to teach, and we are going to do our assignments, what all the curriculum expects us to do, we will definitely do. There's no doubt about it. All of us are going to excel. In that case, then what else we have to do to become the topmost niche person? The Patricia College, whoever is churning out those students whom I am addressing now, each batch is coming out with some 30, 40 students, and various other sections might be there. I don't know about it. Whatever. Whoever turns out at the end of the year, what are you going to do? That's a big thing everybody has got. Somebody would be partly doing CA or ICW, that is CMA, ACS, and all those things. Some will go. That's one stream. There are other persons now, the coveted MBA. That is another thing. Oh, if you do MBA, you get a best job. That's the management thinking. Chartered accountants are only in that side. So everybody will have a see today one thing what we are getting freely from so many persons is advice, which nobody likes it. Is it true? As a students, you all will agree with me. Unsolicited advice is not accepted. It doesn't even go in this side and it goes off. I have come here not to give any advice at all, my dear friend. I accept with that Parthiban who said, yes, no advice. Because you guys explore and expedite things with various sources. Technology is there, but it gives the right information also, pushes in some more extra information, and you got to see it. Sai Priya raised the hand, nice. So, really, what I'm just going to tell you is some kind of a recommendation. I have crossed, say, about 45 years of my corporate career. So it's another 5 years. I'll be completing a golden 50 years. So there's a lot of learning I had in every place, every juncture. You continue to learn. Even today, there is a learning keeps happening. So the day when you don't learn, then you are not a person. You have to keep continuous learning, and even neuroscientists, what they say, the patients who come with the dementia and other things, you cannot afford to be. This is not my territory. This is not my liking. You are at any stage and at any age. You have to be continuously learning something or the other. See, initially we'll be learning what is useful to us, what is useful for the career. That's absolutely perfect, fine. At one stage you have to develop your hobby, you have to develop your passion. That, in the brain it just balances your core career thinking as well as with that of a eases the stress inside the brain. That's how somebody who just introduced me, some Sai Shri, I don't know, who that girl has just said about me. I, this is core my professional introduction. What I do beyond that is it'll go another one page, because you have to do so many things. Then only your career will flourish. You will not get stressed. You will not get unnecessarily angry. Your balancing will happen when you engage in different area as well. So somebody maybe today there is no gender bias in learning anything. Whether today the top-notch cooks, chef are all from, that's good. There is no gender bias. I agree. So if the top-notch cooks, who are all? They are men folk. The domain, no domain today is restricted to male, restricted to female. That all of us should understand. There might be some old school of thought. People like our grannies might put a embargo. You don't go for this. This is difficult. That is difficult. That is bygone era. You have to break the barrier in the right way, in the right. Prove them that what are you doing is ethical, correct, and you will live up to the culture, tradition, what people have carried, and you will be there. Then who's going to stop you? So this is how we have to first prepare the environment for the path. What are we going to go? That's number one, because there are so many will be finding difficult to cross the our own territory. Lot of thorns. So that itself, they just get frustrated. He is not cooperating. She is not doing that. Da, 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 da. For us to grow, others will always be there. 10 times you fall, and 13th time you raise. But you shouldn't slip down in your thinking. Fine. So this is the fundamental background platform. I've just made it. What is liking to you? What is that core? Your see, even in your BCom, you will do some specialization as well. Interdiscipline programs you will do. You just do what you like and earn a name when nobody else has earned. Very simple. Do what is quite close to your heart. Okay, whatever you learn it, you can proceed in the same career. Now I want to talk about the plethora of opportunities waiting for the finance professional. Now I'm 63. My job is confirmed up to 69, 70, because as an independent director we can serve in the board up to 70 years. So which means what do you learn? You can be beneficial to many boards by advising. So for which, what age I wrote the exam for independent director? 5 years before. 5 years before. So any stage you can do anything. That's one thing you have to keep it. ஐயோ எனக்கு வயசாச்சு எனக்கு முடியல எங்க குழந்தைகள் nothing. I've crossed everything with all the in-laws and all. Everything will be all the baggages you have to carry. That is a joy. So you just, it may be joyful, it may be bitter, both will be there. But our goal and our desire for learning should burn always. Never switch off that burning at all. Then that means you are through, your goal has to be very clear. You cannot just, எனக்கு இது பிடிச்சிருக்கு அவங்க அதை பண்றாங்க இவங்க இதை பண்றாங்க நானும் படிக்கிறேன். That way never waste your money at all. And if you're into a good company will sponsor you. My dear friends, including my IIM course was sponsored by my company. There are a lot of other sub courses I did, all sponsored by my company. You become inevitable person, naturally they will sponsor you, or at least partly they will just shoulder. Today even Harvard studies people are sponsoring. There are some institutions, there are some foundation which they just tell you have to apply for it. You can get their screening test done. They will sponsor the entire course fee. Only condition is you have to come back after learning and serve their company. They will pay equivalent to what you get it over there. Who else will, if such opportunity given at that point in time for me, I would have gone to Harvard and studied. So those are all coming up now. So those things, please, guys and girls, just note it down one by one. This is my first tip. First thing I've just said. What is the foundation, or what are all the foundations which sponsor courses for Indian students to study abroad? Because I don't want to give the name, then you will not do your homework. So please do your homework. In case you have difficulty, you can ask your faculty. She may approach me and then I can give you the answer. But you will do it. That's not at all a worry. So this is one thing you can do. So sky is the limit. It's not that restricted to our own Indian institutions. You can just go to the top notch, the world famous Harvard institution as well. There is another set of things. This is one thing. Okay. Another set of things. Soon after your graduation, there are certain companies, uh, they just take them as a minimum level person, whatever the entry level, they take it. And then after 1 or 2 years of work experience, they will sponsor to you abroad. Okay, Google is doing one such thing I have given. You can now explore who are all the other companies which they are doing. It's not technical education alone, any stream. You can choose. They will sponsor you fully. You will get your job assured here itself. Your job will not go. You can go abroad, study. You can go in India itself. You can study further if you want and come back and serve them. There are some 3-4 years of bond which you have to serve that company because they have sponsored you. So likewise, without spending our own money, I don't want to say those who cannot afford to. Okay, people today, for the sake of the children, they will borrow, they will pledge their property, they will do what not. So don't give trouble to your parents. There are so many openings available for you. So make use of it. These are all straight passport to get into your top-notch post. So for which, from your college, just get some kind of a thing. Every company will not do. There are certain companies are doing it. You should get a placement over there after some time, maybe 1 year of work experience if you're able to do. So now second homework for you is to search which are all the Indian companies who sponsors studies within India and take them back there. So those also you can just note it down. So these are all I'm giving you lakhs and lakhs. The company will pay for you. You can aram se sit, learn, enjoy, and then study, come out with big laurels and contribute for their company's growth. Who's stopping your hand? Do it well. So somebody will have certain embargo that I can't go abroad and do things. They will only sponsor studies to go tickets, stay, and all other things. Where will I go? This is a second alternate for them. Nice. So okay, next I'll come to whatever we learn, we just go for an employment. Today, after commerce graduation, definitely people look for PGs and other management thing, then only they get a better, easy access to go to the top. Is it a myth or true? Somebody can raise the hand and they can only unmute and talk and close it so that others won't get disturbed. Do you want me to repeat what I said? Okay, silence. What I was telling is, with the graduation we cannot climb the ladder. No, with the graduation, get into some right company. Choosing the right company is the key for your further things. So, see, we South Indians are all really respected elsewhere when we go because our strong foundation in the school, in the college. So definitely we are blessed to be there in this part of the country to get learn and then seek job anywhere, wherever your prosperity, Mumbai or Delhi, wherever you are, you can just go. So that way you can equip yourself and then keep moving all over. So the second thing is, and for which without spending your money, how you can get sponsored and do your courses. I said two things. Now coming to the next one, how do you really choose what do you want to do next? This is a $1 million question everybody has in their mind. If you like to do something, do it. Do not ask anything. But that should 2 years of your PG should not be a waste in your life. It has to see, I'll tell you one thing. As you sow, so you reap. Do the right seeds in the right time at the right place so that your growth is assured. Some people, there are many whom I know. I didn't get job, so I just joined LLB. சம்மந்தமே இல்லாத எதையோ ஒன்று படிப்பாங்க. அப்புறம் நான் இவ்வளோ படிச்சிருக்கேன் எனக்கு வேலையே கிடைக்கல. So whose fault it is to waste your time in the not relevant for them at that point in time? Very clearly, I'm wording it. Every course is relevant at the right point of time for the right persons. So we have to choose the right course and then start doing it. I'm just giving you one simple example. As everybody like to listen to stories, I'll give you one story. There's one very brilliant girl from a very middle class background. So both the parents were working, and one parent were not able to contribute much for the family. But still, with all the trouble, struggle she has at home, she's from the school itself. She's a brilliant girl, and she just started. When she joined BCom in City College in Chennai only, and she first year itself she joined CMA. She used to go 5 o'clock. She'll get up with the two-wheeler TVS 50. She'll go all the way to Egmore, Monteith Road to study for attend the classes. Then when she completed BCom final, she completed her. Those days it was called as ICWA. Now it is CMA. So that CMA level 1, level 2, both inter and final, she has completed BCom result, and this came together. Okay, and she came all India third in inter, and in final she came all India fifth. Okay, what happened? She just everybody said, okay, now that you are BCom CMA already, then everybody their tax masters another thing you do CA. So she joined CA course, and then there are also a lot of things she has to do. She did it. By then, I'll tell you the fortune how it works. Which can bring you laddus to your place, at which like a full-fledged thing. It just dropped into her. One fine day, there was a post thing which came. You've been selected as a junior finance officer in ONGC. She just joined the then CA. She has to quit because CA is the one, like you have an articleship compulsion. You can't work and then do articleship with someone. You have to do articleship, then you can write your exams and then do things. So that way, then they said that already you're done. You can do something, some other courses. Forget about CA. And then she joined at the age of 20. Believe it, a South Indian middle class family. She got a posting in Ankleshwar, which is after Baroda in Gujarat. She got a quarters and other things. Some family member accompanied her to stay there for some time, and it was in a colony. So she was very bold girl. Her grandma stayed there for some time. Then she came back, and she just managed. Again, there is another beautiful that those 3 years she invested in her education. That's see, invest in your education yourself is the best reward return you will get it. I repeat, invest in yourself in education, right education is the reward multiple times return you will get it. Choose the relevant course at the right time. So what she did in the 3 years, the story continues. Then that from Ankleshwar, God-forsaken area, not like a very city-based places like our. It is not a metro. Let it not be a metro city, but it can be like a tier two city like Coimbatore, Trichy, Madurai. It is still further, but still she was in Ankleshwar. She joined ACS. ACS, she will come to Baroda and write the exam. Just about 2 hours journey. She'll study all self studies and then do. At that time, she also joined SEMA. SEMA is an international UK London and Wales exam, Chartered Institute of Management Accountant. So that is the London and Wales. That is the UK degree. It's toughest degree. Those case studies I used to take it and then we'll discuss. She'll discuss something with me. I used to discuss with some other things. I used to discuss exclusive Harvard case studies for some students. So that way that SEMA case studies are pretty tough. And the course curriculum and everything is fantastically designed and it is no easy way to finish it. You have to work hard, brilliantly hard and smart. Then only you can pass through that exam. Those exams are very tough. So, like another exam, what I did was CWM, Chartered Wealth Manager. See, all these abroad international professional courses are all pretty tough. Even their pass marks and all is 80%. Of course, SEMA it was about 65, 70%, I guess. But for some of the other things, it was pretty high standard they keep it. So that's why you get a placement, you get into the board, you get into so many other things as well. So right reward and return. So that she did the when she was 3 years in that Ankleshwar, she was going for job. By after she comes back, what she'll do? She's not a girl who will watch on TV or waste the time in mobile. That time mobile is not so prolific. So she studied that ACS and that SEMA. SEMA, she has to get the resource material. She has to come to Bombay to get it. In Baroda also those things were not there. So what she will do is in a month she will come one weekend. Friday night she'll take a train and come to Mumbai. Some relative of hers is there. She'll stay there. Go to Saturday to all the library, other places where she'll get the resources. Bring it, collate it. Sunday night again she'll take a train and come back to Ankleshwar for the job. Likewise, she did, and she did the exam. Those are all you have to pay in pounds sterling. It's not that Indian rupee course fee or the exam fee. So that way, she finished in the 3 years SEMA, London and Wales, as well as ACS. Now she has 4 degrees in 23rd at the age of 23. Her promotion bounded in her because she's a direct recruit officer. She got up her promotions also there in department also. She did wonderful. She did in the meanwhile some courses in app tech for the computer thing. She computerized, made a revolution in her office. Those manual things, everything, she just made a computer revolution and got the best employee award in the office as well. So her promotions, her things, everything was there, and a lot of savings she did it in her company also in terms of her brilliant ideas what she made them to do, and audit committees and others will just appreciate her input which has saved the company. So like that this girl transformed and then she came back to her Chennai, and then the right age people also the parents also will like them to get settled, and then she got a right match, and that guy is also a finance guy, and so they were happily leading a life. There was a lot of adjustments. I'm talking not only the finance, the other aspects as well as a woman. See, today people just say that my career is important, your career is important. It's both the person's career is important. More so during certain period, women take little backstage for the sake of the family. That's the truth. You can't just say that you take care of the children, I'll go work somewhere. That heart we don't have as Indians. That's it. So she was managing. She had a twins kid, and then her husband used to have a abroad trips back and forth, and he will go and come. She was taking care of the kids as well as she was continuing her job. Then in the meanwhile, she used to call me her role model and say, "You have done so much," and then I wanted to do this. Then she did one MBA also. Then so that's how, like, see, it's just the interest, inspiration which matters. That's it. So afterwards, her career just, she became the youngest general manager in the history of ONGC at the age of 40. Okay, so this is something remarkable. Nobody has got it, and because of her, so much of see, degree is something. This is not like here to Soreka. You have to prove it in your organization with your ideas how it can be making a wave in the company's upgoing. So that way she made a wonderful swing, and everybody appreciated. And even now, her designation is GM, her salary is GM, but she, one executive director retired, and then he says, "Whom are you going to hand over the job?" Then that person said, "I can give only to this girl who is, though she's GM, she can take an additional responsibility of executive director and do." Now she's ED in charge in the level of GM at the age of 42. See, these are all just, if you prove well, do your job well, do something beyond, do something beyond the peers and predecessors. I repeat, I succeeded in my career. What I did beyond my peers did it, what my predecessor did it. Period. You will be able to do well. Success is always there in your life. You may ask that how was it easy? Is it a rosy path? No. Lot of thorns. People won't allow you to do what you really want to do. And that too, as a female, you get a lot of credits and appreciation from all the head office and other things. More jealousy will be there. They will try to pull you down. They'll try to get you transfers. What not will happen? Everything will happen. For that, you cannot, you should not fight. No fighting, no letting the words out. One second, just a second. You should not fight. You should do your thing very intelligently, highly mature, without impatience. To tell all this is very easy. Very easy. I'm telling you. Unless you have that maturity built. How will you build it? Have your passion, your hobby, your thing, other things, pranayama, yoga, this one. And there's one saying I just read it today morning. I thought I'll bring it now at this connect. Travel when you are happy to celebrate it. Celebrate something. Travel when you are happy to celebrate something. Travel when you are sad to forget something. Travel when you don't have anything to identify something. You just travel. In any case, you travel. The travel teaches a lot of tolerance, lot of things you will learn. You have to travel not just by flight alone, travel by our own trains, our own buses, to the interior places. You go to visit all. Our India has all the wealthy richness, heritage, everything. Take a tour and then go. As a students, you can pick up thematic, just about 2 days, 1 day, 3 days. Start like this. Your weekends when the office is giving there, do something very good. The travel teaches a lot. Nobody else can teach you. So new learning in each travel you get it. So that's another thing I thought I'll just tell it to you along with your homework. Keep a bucket list what you can travel, when you can travel, and do things in your third or fourth one what I just told you. Next, this girl after finishing it, and now she's just going like that, and now she's been posted to Agartala, northeast. Her children are in plus two. They are studying in Mumbai, and she is happily accepting the transfer and then going. This is about another 2 years. You know what is that? We had a discussion yesterday. She said, "I'm going to do uh, arbitration course because, as she calls me as a role model, I did an arbitration course with London Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, UK. So she was asking me about the how to go about it and things like that. What are all the various levels? I just said in 3 years you can do fellowship. So that way there are some exemptions. We already get it as we have done so many courses, and these are all the things. I just guided her, and she was very happy. See, when she is there, if at the age of 43, she is in Agartala. She has to come back very frequently to Mumbai to look after her kids. Of course, her backup is there. People are going to take care of the kid. That is there. In addition, this within these 3 years, she wants to do one more course. That's what I just say. At every stage, at every age, you keep learning. Nothing will go wrong because international Videsh is there. They look forward to arbitration specialists. Any company will have contracts, whether it is a small contract for a rental office or a vendors or a tender, whatever the suppliers have to do. Contract is a contract because I have done a lot of contract management in abroad. Like I've given training to those people. World back projects I have done a lot. So project management is another 40. That book also I have written. So these are all the areas where like you can do a lot of things. And this is how it goes. I'm just giving you this story of this particular girl who just made use of every opportunity which she gets and came to this level. In 43, she is ED, Executive Director. The company has already planned her thing. After 3 years, she'll go to Delhi. Then she will become ED, in charge will become, she'll become Executive Director. Then she'll be the Director of Finance or the CFO. 45 years. What else is there? 60 years retirement. You will become member finance. Then after retirement, you are the hot cake in all the companies with such rich experience. After 60 to 70, you have another 10 years of beautiful experience in independent director. The independent director, you have to write an exam at that point in time. It keeps changing because SEBI wanted to keep the right governance, corporate governance, not the who are the S masters to the management. So that way it will be there. So this is beautiful path which she has carved. I have given this little story to you. I'm sure it is an inspiring one to all of you. Is it not? Fine. I think all of you all are engaging. If I could see, I think all hands can raise. That is how it will be very beautifully. You are the one. Thank you, Sashikumar Srikant. You are the one who were going to Balamurugan. Nice. I think all of you will agree with me. All these are all, you are the one who want to make your own career. Right? So that way, you just think, people will just think, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to study this, then only I'll get into this job. No. Please do not wait for a good muhurtam to get into that. Just get join job because you have to earn, get experience and do things. Don't get stuck somewhere. By that time, what is needed in that line? Today, fintech. I was talking to another place about the opportunities in fintech. Today, finance cannot survive alone. It is the technology which has overruled the core finance activity. But there are some areas where finance cannot get into. That is a different, tech cannot get into. Only manually we have to do. But technology is another biggest strength which you have to add it with your course. So what are you going to do now? Become tech savvy in your discipline. Whatever discipline you are pursuing, be it in finance, be it in allied, it could be some other insurance, some other banking. See, when you go vertically into all other things, exactly. Some might get into banking stream. Once you get into banking stream, there are a lot of other things which can be done. Their own exams are there. BIS, FSC, so many other courses are designed for them. What is needed when you wanted to continue your career in banking, you have to study those kind of a thing. Relevant certification courses which the organization accepts. Then that is how you will grow. Do something relevant to your career when you get into that and feel that you like it. It's most important you should like it. There are somebody who just do not want to become a doctor. Parents are doctor, hospital is there, very well set up. The children, both the children do not want to become a doctor. One became a pilot, another one became a theater artist. She pursued her fine arts. She pursued her. She likes basically acting, so she wanted to get into theater acting, not a movie acting. And then she went to abroad, studied something, and now she has set up a theater artist thing. And then she is also acting in something else. And the new course career avenues are going, which is the fulfilling thing you have to pursue in that. Ideally, you pursue in that, you will be happy. But otherwise, you can keep this as a platform and do further thing on other line also. But hold that strongly and get into that fully. Otherwise, what will happen? You will be nowhere. Everything half, and then you will be nowhere. So hold something and then continue to pursue and then go ahead. One thing you have to keep wherever, whichever thing you do, you should ensure that highest thing what you can achieve it in that you have to achieve. That's it. Suppose in the finance career, the CFO is the highest thing. The independent directors, automatically it will come once you get the CFO experience. I'm still CFO for a startup, and I do treasury management for other couple of other companies. So they want 50 crores on one go. 2 days we arranged it. Where it comes, it's all from the experience. We have to link it and give it. So this is how the avenues are plenty. So at the right stage, whatever you feel like having it, continue to have it and stick to that. That is your career and you're going to go. That is the only thing I would just say. Don't wave your mind here and there and then leave it off someday. That is a stern thing which you have. Ultimately, you are the one, you decide your career. You are the one, you decide what is that is like by you. I'll tell you one thing, the environment around you will be full of politics. Please accept the fact. It is full of politics. You may do the wonderful job. Somebody might appreciate, somebody may not appreciate. Do not wait for somebody's appreciation. As long as they don't scold you or give you some memo, you are happy that your job is accepted. You can think about it the next week. It may be a motivation if they just recognize. But one thing, my dear children, do not expect recognition at all. You have a benchmark in you that you have done your job to your satisfaction. That is the highest recognition. Say, oh, you have done your job very well. But at the end of it, when you sleep, you thank God for what all good thing which has happened. And that is your contribution to the company, what you have done. Thank yourself. God will just understand that and He is recognizing you. It's not philosophy because we are in a world full of people around us in a varied nature. I don't blame them. Probably they may have certain insufficiencies in their thing, which is leading them to think in that way. So forget about all those things. You have to sail through with all this. When you are crossing somewhere, you have to pass through certain bridge which may give you filthy foul smell. You have to cross. You're not going to stand there and be there, get stuck. Pass through that like passing through. So this is how you have to have a calm, clear mind for which you're cleansing your internal mind, a complete prayer. Whichever faith you follow, continue to have the hold that faith and be in that. Every day the prayer is very important for you. That the God Supreme Almighty will listen to you and guide you the right path to go. Tackle all the people who are around you who are just not interested in your growth, pull you down. All people are there. Otherwise, how will I cross 45 years and come all this height? It is, we will have difficulty. That will even give us certain health issues also because we were worried so much. And as a woman, we worry more. At least men won't reveal. So this is how you have to be an iron lady inside. People, in my association only recently I came to know, in a housing association. I was a secretary for the housing association. We wanted to do the exterior painting and all those things. Then we make things everything. See, once you are a professional, you do everything in a right managerial way. So we do everything. We collected the money. We did everything, and there are, see, in a flat you have around 16, 24. Out of them, at least there will be some 4, 5 elements will not accept whatever you do. 20 will agree, 4 will not agree. So we have to take certain strong decisions to go ahead. So that way they will be there. They just said that we will make a this one against you, this one, that one. We will give police complaint. So 20 are with you. You are doing the right job. You're one thing, you have to be honest in what you're doing. You have to be ethical. Never forget the ethical path anyway. No success comes to you in any shortcut. So hard work coupled with smart work, intelligently, ethically done, success is there with you and remain with you. So this is my experience. I'm just sharing it to you. So this is how one can climb the path and continue to learn. Be tech savvy. Be empathetic to your fellow being. Every day, at least you help one person in whoever it is. It could be within your house. It could be in your college. It could be outside when you're traveling. Do some smallest work, you would feel the gratitude what they bestowed on you. They may not have said by words. Their eyes will acknowledge the help, right time what you have done. So this is, something as a human being naturally we will do. But there are certain things you be very grateful to what others are doing for you. Naturally, gratitude will come for the work what you do to others. It's all science only. Everything, whatever that goes, that comes back. Do good, good will come to you. It's a science that is happening. So please do good things every day. Do some small help. Give some good. Somebody is suffering and not able to do something. Even in a meeting, somebody was just struggling with doing in their mobile. The other guy, probably it is a forum of young and old. Everybody were there. That young guy came, sir, this is, can I help you in doing this? Then they just said, okay, this is what I'm finding it difficult. This icon is not going. Something in the mobile he was just telling. That guy fixed it. Very simple, because we have not born with a generation of techie 5 decades before. You all are born with all that now today. So easily he fixed it. 2 minutes. Meeting was on. Tea break, he did it. No hesitation. He never asked. When he is telling, you should not. You are struggling with something. I thought I'll help you. No, don't show off, boss over. Can I just help you in doing something as if he has asked you and you're going to do? Be polite when you offer service to them, because people have already have complex that I'm not able to do. And top of it, you just go and tell them you are struggling with something. Can I help you? See, the simple words matters a lot. And so you just give them the required help. Very beautifully, they'll remember forever. They remember forever. This is how small, small service. What is that? You in 2 minutes, your job done. Your intellectual thing, what you put it on them. It may be nothing. It's a sixth finger task for you. An old person, an young person, be little more empathetic to others in your arena. So, which means your eyes and ears, as you're focusing in your thing for which you're there, also you just feel that somebody requires something, do extend your helping hand. Not necessarily monetarily. I'm not telling you should give monetarily. There are people who will give check. எவ்வளோ வேணும் பைசாவா எடுத்துக்கோ. No. Ooh, but there are people who wants money. There are people who do not want money, but they want non-monetary help. Help them. One day you just go do some kind of a teaching. I mean, scribe work or something for the blind children. Whichever one gives you happiness, do that one. There is plenty of social work one has to engage. So where is the time? I'm going to office and coming back. I don't have time at all. Correct. One day I'm getting, I have to relax. Correct. I also said that you should travel. That you have to travel as well. So when this is the case, don't look for opportunity to go and help. During the day, when you are passing through so many things, how spending some few moments, less than 5 minutes to 10 minutes, makes the world a change. Your empathy to the fellow society. All these blessings counts a lot to climb up your highest ladder. Indirectly, the blessings keeps joining in that. So your education, your experience, your empathy, your expertise, everything is a concoction which just makes you stay everywhere in the top position when you are there. So this is important. So you can also go attend a course in London School of Director. That is every director, top-notch director, one once in their lifetime they have to go and attend the London School of Economics 1 year. They sponsor you. It makes a sea change in their strategy what they give it to the management. Sponsored by your company. I am coming from the beginning. Same thing. You need not shell out 1 rupee. So this is how, my dear friends, there are smart ways, way to do things. Kindly do all those things and have a grip, like what you do, and you will be taken to the highest pedestal. So any other questions? I will take it for another 10 minutes. Professor Vaidehi?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am.
Yeah. So any questions? I can just take it. Now the time is 7:20. I thought I'll
Student,
take questions.
yeah, students, you have any questions? You can ask directly. You can unmute and you can ask directly, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
we have a question, ma'am, because
Hmm.
some of the students are there in the other platform and asking questions like, what is the best way to get guidance
Hmm.
for all these? You are directly you are saying you are expert, you are coming here and you are guiding us. But step by step, suppose if they are not taking any running notes, if they have any doubts to become a future CFO, which website they'll have to see, or is there any book to follow, ma'am?
There is no book as such which is going to give you all that. They will give from their perspective. Okay. And one more thing is reading a lot, reading the relevant professional requirement, and then a lot of uh, top-notch 10 books to read. The self-help. I'm not talking about self-help book. Seven habits for a perfect person, and then you how to keep your mind calm. That will help you to do that. So there are various books also you should do it to learn it. So book is one way to help you, but book will become irrelevant after some point in time. So you can't depend on for your career. So how it will help you? You just really don't know. So my recommendation is get in touch with the stream which you wanted to go, in that the uh, person who succeeded. Just suppose today uh, PepsiCo CEO, everybody knows Indra Nooyi, ex-CEO. She has retired after her board, everything, and now she's also in some other company board as well. After that, so there are a lot of mind-blowing examples. Read a lot of TED talks, TED, TEDx talks. You can just listen. Various experts will just give you an insights how things can go, and that is one way to get the abridged about it how it could do. As you keep going, you have to follow the success persons. Whoever is successful in that particular thing, they will also tell what all the failures they have faced to come to achieve this success. As I was just saying, there was a lot of work pulling my legs to be there when I am as a woman, in charge of some World Bank projects. So it will all be there, but still you have to be there and do your best as well. So for which the successful person's journey, you have to be there, whichever stream or line which you are choosing. Their biography, autobiography, they've all written. You can read that internationally, the top notch in the same stream, what they have done, or in other things. Also, how it, because if you do, you follow some role model in the same line, easy for you. Suppose you just follow somebody in a IT or in another company, it's good. Some similarities will be there, but it will become more relevant. Our difficulties, our challenges will be understood by the same stream persons. Follow the successful persons, stories, their blogs, their things. Write a lot on the blogs. Create a blog for you and start writing it, and people will read. People, you will read a lot. This is how the peer engagement will happen. And next is, to come into that, we have associations like a trade body. There are student memberships are also there. We conduct about 30, 40, sometimes 50 programs as well in a year. 52 weeks, technically we will have a lot of programs. Every discipline: finance, taxes, logistics, customs, imports, MSME, startups. We have 18 committees with us, and I'm economic affairs, so I conduct a lot of relevant things. So everything before it comes, we would be conducting it. Almost lot of online program also we do. You can just log in, listen. We keep everything short, 45 minutes and Q&A. That's all. So 45 minutes you can just do to enhance your knowledge in that particular subject, and keep writing. Read a lot of journals relevant in that, which will give you the right this one, the perspective what is going on in that point in time. That is the way you can just pa- churn your path.
Thank you, ma'am, for your guidance. Students, is there any other queries? Questions you can ask ma'am directly.
What do you think about the statement? The impact of the society in which we live determines further. Oh, the society determines what you want to do. Is that the question for you? Somebody texted it. I read it as it came in my screen. To understand the question better, yes, ma'am. Okay. So society determines what do you want to do. When society will determine doing this job is good, doing that job is good, I'll tell you one thing. Going into media was not at all an industry earlier. Now today media is the flourishing industry, right? So working in the media, there were people were not giving girl to the boy. Period. I'm telling you the practical thing. So people at home will just say, don't work in media. அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். அதிலெல்லாம் போன வேலை சரி இருக்காது. அங்க அங்கெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் நல்ல பர்சன்ஸ் கிடையாது. They have their mindset and they'll talk. So this is where the society will put something for you, right? So at that point in time, you should also not go into a filthy place with your happiness, or with this I wanted to do this experiment in that way. Whenever you do, we call something in finance due diligence. Whatever you do, go through everything, do's and don'ts, SWOT analysis completely. What is the good, what is the bad, what is the thing, complete SWOT you do, then only you venture. Somebody says is one information gathering. You do it furthermore gathering in that way. What is the strength if you go? What is the weakness that industry faces? How long your job can continue? What are all the opportunities it throw open? What are all the threats? If you can analyze everything, society's impact, you will be able to answer. MSME Institute is it. It's a central government organization. In the Katipara Junction, you will see the MSMADA. They conduct a lot of courses. He did one export import regulation courses. In our chamber also we conducted once. So that certification matters. With that, he started at basic things when he did it. What he wanted to import, what he wanted to export rather. What he wanted to export, he just found out, and he did that simple purungalarisi, and he started earning quite a good money. No, it's not perishable, no need for it. All the quality stamping and other things has to be properly seen, and what all the regulations, how you have to do. His second income he is doing with that. So the impact of the society, when you are able to convince the person who is against you, then society need not determine what you want to do. You will determine your course. ஸோ ஃபார் விச் அது எல்லாம் நல்லா தான் வரும், அதெல்லாம் அப்படி சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, நான் நல்லா பண்ணுவேன், நான் பண்ணுற பாரு நீ, இதெல்லாம் யாரும் நம்ப மாட்டாங்க. They will continue to have their apprehension. If they have the full knowledge, will they ever question you? They don't know. That is why you have to do a complete due diligence of what you venture, and you are going to be successful. There can be some slips. Not that நம்ம பண்ற 100% அப்படியே 100% success இல்ல. There can be something you can take a shift also. Not at all it's a தப்பு கிடையவே கிடையாது. You can always understand the failures and immediately take a corrective action. That's all. So society, yes, definitely society will keep telling இது பண்ணினா தப்பு, ஆக்டிங் பண்ணினா தப்பு, டான்ஸ் பண்ணினா தப்பு, அது பண்ணா தப்பு, எல்லாம் சொல்லத்தான் சொல்லுவாங்க. If you are passionate about it, how are you going to carve about a meaningful career out of it? There's one girl who used to sing so well. She wants to sing in the movie. She wants to be a playback singer. She did a good SWOT analysis. She was doing the playback singing for about 10 years. She sang about 5100 songs, all languages, southern languages, and one Sinhalese song also, one more international language song also. All her Telugu songs became a super hit. But she knew that the playback singer's career is not long enough, that earning is not long enough, will not sustain more. So she was having a meaningful, with her education what she had, she was having a consultancy, she was doing it, then she studied further in that abroad, and then started her own entrepreneurship with another person. So which means it's satisfied for certain period, her liking, and the same music she's just putting into her own company in terms of producing the videos and things like that, the background scores and things like that she's doing. Her satisfaction still is there. So off track career when you choose, because those things will not fetch you full-fledged income. That's a truth. There may be somebody who may be earning crores as a singer, not all. So we have to have that as a second income, and we should create something primary income. Then society you can answer. Nobody is going to stop you. Thank you, Anthony.
Any other questions, students? Any one question? We can take it already. It's time now. Any other question? No questions? You are clear now?
So doubts will keep coming, things will be there. As I said, you have to follow the successful people. There might be successful people who will not be not into the limelight, right? So those also, when hearsay, when you just keep following, see social media today, LinkedIn, best place to get the professional on hand. Keep reading their articles, keep doing what are they doing, and then you get to have a wonderful insights. Get into the don't waste your time in Facebook and sending the status update. This is a waste of time. Don't ever do all those things. Just it has to fetch you money. There are somebody who use social media to generate their business, leads and marketing and things like that. So they produce their own products, things about the other things and all, and then to get a lot of networking they go. Again, a business oriented investment in the social media, not just seeing wasting time every day 1 hour 2 hour போனதே தெரியல. அதுக்கு ரெண்டு புக்கு படிக்கலாம், ரெண்டு டெட் டாக் கேட்கலாம். So this is how you have to be, adept in what is there. Always one thing, you just be there, surrounded with the intellectuals, not pseudo intellectuals, successful intellectual. I'm very clear in my wordings. You will be successful because it is a what do you call that? It will automatically give a vibe that you should also become successful. That is it.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable input and really highest question for us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I'm
Um,
not. It's not audible, Vaidehi.
Ma'am, thank you so much for your valuable input. And it is a clear eye-opener session for our students, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Dr. Meena, thank you for your compliments.
Good evening, ma'am. This is Arunan, a Department of Commerce. Your
Yes,
session was
Professor Arunan.
wonderful, ma'am. I think my student would understand what is the importance of life and learning in their
Correct.
words. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor Arunan. There was somebody else also said thanks. By the time I could see the name, it went off my acknowledgement to them as well. All the lovely students, enjoy the day. Put all these thoughts into your head, sleep over, and how much you can fructify in your life, you would be able to do. And everyone, all those who listened into this in today's session will be a successful CFOs and directors in India and abroad to render your wonderful service. Thank you.
Dr. Yurika, ma'am, you have anything to say?
That's it. From my side, everything is over.
Hello, ma'am. This is Dr. Unica from Commerce.
Okay.
Ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was thoroughly enjoying your session.
Right.
Our students are really privileged to have words from such eminent personality. Uh, thank you so much,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Unica.
Yes,
I think sometime in between you have some difficulty in signal or something. You could
yes,
log out and
exactly.
log in.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
See, this is how we watch as we talk everything what is happening.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
See, we have to be alert, otherwise people will take us
Yes,
for
ma'am.
granted.
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. So good with all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay.
No duty is more important than that of returning thanks. Now I call upon Clara from 2nd BCom B, class representative, to render the vote of thanks.
I feel honored and privileged to propose the vote of thanks on this special occasion. I extend a heartfelt thank you to all who have graced us with their presence today. Firstly, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our resource person, Dr. Gauri Ramachandran, economist and chartered manager. Then I would like to thank our Director and Secretary, Brother Navin Francis, our Academic Director, Dr. Fatima Wasal, our Principal, Dr. Arakyamari Geeta Rufus, our Vice Principal, Dr. Ananda Priya, our Head of Department, Dr. Unica, and other faculty members and students who have given their active participation. Let us carry forward the knowledge and the inspiration gained from today's event and continue to strive towards our goals with renewed vigor. Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Clara.
Okay, shall we log out?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Arnan sir, can we
Yes,
wind up?
ma'am.
Can we
Yes,
wind up?
ma'am. We will wind up, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you all. We'll wind